Hello, hello. Good morning, or yeah, it's still morning. Okay, that's good. I have to catch up with myself here. Um, hello, Bay Lady here. My name's Sharon Schultz, and I am uh, doing a virtual tour here in Baltimore. This is Baltimore's Inner Harbor, and this is Fleet Week, Sail Week. However you want to call it, but this is Baltimore's celebration, our version of the 250th birthday celebrations that are going on throughout the country this month and into July 4th, um, the big day itself. So at Inner Harbor today, Baltimore's Inner Harbor is a tourist destination. A lot of people come here from all around the world, really. And some of the ships here today are also from around the world. Today is festivals. There are vendors here that will cruise by. There are ships here, tall ships, naval ships from everywhere that are docked throughout the harbor. Now, this area that I'm in is just one of many where the celebrations are taking place. This is called the Inner Harbor. There are also vendors and food trucks at Harbor East, and ships docked there as well. At let's see, Harbor East. Oh, at Fells Point, and in Canton, the Canton Waterfront Park. I imagine looks just like this area here with all the activity. So it's a big time celebration here that I brought you to. And we're going to take a look around. I've just arrived myself. I'm standing outside the Baltimore Visitor Center at the moment. Beautiful new windows. My goodness, I haven't been here for a few weeks. Oh my goodness, they have really decked out the place here. I will show you. Just a couple of other things. We take care of some business before we get started. It's hot here. It's almost 90 degrees already at 11:30 in the morning. Maryland is has very humid summers. So I am like dripping wet already. My bangs are wet from sweat. Oh my gosh. And we may they're calling for some thunderstorms too, severe ones. So hopefully I'll get this in before that happens. It's starting to cloud over a little bit, which provides relief from the sun. So I guess it all works out one way or the other. Um, to get information about my tours, please follow me on Facebook. The Bay Lady is on Facebook. And also my YouTube channel, Sharon Schultz, the Bay Lady. I post all my tours there. They're running on both of those platforms as we speak. Also, if you go to either one of those platforms, you'll find links to other places that carry my tours, other websites and such virtual tour sites. Also, you'll find a link for Buy Me a Coffee. That's where I can receive tips, gratuities, whatever for my efforts here with my free tours, right? Okay, well, without further ado, I am going to just bear with me a minute, turn the camera around so you can see the good stuff, not me. Let's see, camera facing back. There we go. All right. It says welcome to the Baltimore Visitor Center. And they've got the mural. Oh, this is so pretty. It's about the Navy, about the military. Baltimore really has been a military port. There have been forts here, still are, actually. That's pretty nice. All right, Pit and Pendulum Barbecue, eh? Let's go over here and enter the festival area at the beginning. Ah, food trucks. Oh, I love food trucks. Oh my goodness. Uh, on the weekends, at various locations, sometimes a parking lot where there's government offices that are closed for the weekend. Sometimes it could be in a park, uh, sometimes in a empty field. But they'll have an announcement and let everybody know, hey, food trucks, Saturday night, 8 o'clock. And then all these different food trucks show up. And it's really cool. They represent everything from ice cream, from sweet to sour to spicy, let's put it that way. Anything that you could imagine, that is what is there. Okay, I said we were going to start from the beginning. Well, here we are. Um, just a quick little tour here. Dead ahead is Oriole Park, Camden Yards, where the Baltimore Orioles play. And then you're looking at Harbor Place here, um, a tourist destination that's about to be reimagined here in the next few years. All right, and here we are. We've got the Hello Asia Cafe, huh? We got pizza. We got cafe. I may have to stop there. The best nitro cold brew. I haven't tried the nitro stuff yet. This is the Barilla Beat. Okay, tacos. Oh, pizza. And we've got alcohol. Okay. Jimmy's famous seafood is truly that famous. Jimmy's has the best seafood in Maryland, crab cakes, all kinds of good stuff. And they are well known and they are everywhere. They have a restaurant, a brick and mortar building as well. What's we got here? A burgers, the Chow Hound. Oh, cool. Voted Baltimore's best burgers, huh? Nice. Here's the front side of the visitor center. They have a really nice gift shop in there and just historic displays and all the information about Maryland and Baltimore that you could possibly imagine. And what do we have? Oh, Jamaican. Oh my gosh. Jerk chicken. Now, see, I have this dilemma because I'm going to have to grab something to eat when I leave here. And I thought it would be easy, and now I have to figure it out. Ooh, look, there's food everywhere. This is the chef right here carrying a big old crock pot. We should follow him. Ah, I bet he's going. Oh, nope, I don't know where he's going. Okay, we're not going to follow him after all. Let's look at this barbecue. Yum. Look at those barbecue sandwiches. Ooh, wow. It's overflowing with barbecue. What is this? Let's see. Okay, Zai Foods. They have some cool things. Buffalo white cheese loaded fries, loaded bacon and yellow cheese fries. And then look at all the waffle cones and the snowballs. Oh my goodness. You can't find something to eat here. You just aren't trying. Okay. Oh, yum. Trinidad. Look at that. Oops, excuse me. Isn't that fun? Okay, check out the tall ship. Okay. And see if I could do this. I am talking tall. Look at this thing. Can I even get to the top? I can't see. The sun is in my eyes. Look at this. Look at all the flags going up. This is one humongous ship, right? And look at that. The crews from the ships, they get to explore the city while they're here. A lot of, just a lot of sailors here today. I want to work down to the main stage. There's supposed to be, oh, maybe this is it. This is the chili cook-off. Is it? Maybe not. No. Some kind of food. I don't know. This is a nice spongy rug I'm walking on. Oh my goodness, we have a lot of ships. Here's the old harbor place. Oh, come on, camera. What are you doing here to me? There we go. Harbor Place is mostly closed. Once upon a time, like in the 1980s and 90s and up until COVID, I guess, this was thriving. But COVID took it down when all the little shops closed. They never came back. Sad but true. Oh, look at this line to go on the ship. A lot of people waiting to go on the ship. Look, the line goes all the way down here. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Ooh. Oh, that's the tugboat there, or what is that? Yeah, it's a tug, right? Oh, this line. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. I just want to cut through it. Excuse me. All right, look what we got going on out here. All kinds of boats moving around. There's the police helicopter checking on things. I will say that security is quite tight here. There's the backside of the ship that everybody in the harbor is waiting to board. There's a sightseeing boat there. That would take you all over the harbor so you could see the other ships. There are ships from other places, tall ships, docked for as far as you can see. You can see the masts of some of them. There's a tall mast on the right over by the Rusty Scupper restaurant. And then dead ahead, there's a group of ships there at Harbor East. And let's see what all we have going on here. Here is a tall ship. They're all tall, right? Not quite as big as this baby. Excuse me. Cut through. Thank you very much. Oh, check out the dude on stilts. Look at this. I love this kind of stuff. It's Captain America. Look at that. Yeah, man. It's a pretty ship. It's the Sudashini. Sudashini. That's what it is. Sudashini, I guess. There's the line. Okay, so that line ended there for the big ship. Now you've got people, another little line here for the little ship. That works, right? Big line for the big ship, little line for the little ship. Um, there are signs out here for bars and restaurants. A lot of the little places are just temporary. Eventually, this pavilion and the one across the way there, they'll both come down. Um, and there'll be other things built here instead. A new a new complex, right? Look at that. Awesome. Oops. Right there. Oh, they finished it. Yay. That's the USS Constellation. That is a permanent fixture here in Baltimore. It belongs to us. Um, it was seaworthy for more than 100 years, built in 1859. It's the last warship built without any navigational equipment. It was retired eventually at the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis. Texted Mike about ramping down. And now, it resides here as part of our living classroom series. We have 4 ships here, 4 historic ships. 4 historic ships and a lighthouse. Yes, indeed. Now, all this. Now, at noon, I'll warn you in case I forget. Noon time every day, the constellation fires its cannons. And I know this happens. And I jump every time. This store here, the Orioles, the sports shop, this has been here for a while. This one and one across the other way is also has local things, paraphernalia and such, souvenirs and the like. Oops. Need a ride. Look at this. We do have some security going on here. What is the big thing down there? Oh, you know what? That's our governor. That's what that is. That's Governor Westmore. Let me see if I can get you in there. Get us in there. Excuse me. Okay. There's the governor right there. That's Governor Westmore. How cool is that? I want to get my camera going. Oh, okay. Yeah. Look at this. Maryland's governor. He's doing a good job, I have to say. I'm pleased with his leadership and some of his ideas. Not everything, right? Nobody's ever everything. Oops. So we're waiting, we're watching. We're gonna get a good shot here, I swear. He's just gotta turn around. Where'd he go?
That way, you'll probably have a better option, better spot. Know what I mean by that?
Oh,
How you doing, baby?
okay. I think that's good. Cool. I like how we just kind of stumbled upon that. That was a good thing to stumble upon. Let's see, can we walk around here? Sure. Yes, indeed. Ah, very cool. I'm pleased. All right. So this, oh, isn't that pretty? Um, this is the amphitheater where, I mean, we have so many different activities. Most of them kick off from this very area. This has been built within the last decade or so. And it makes for a very cool venue with the harbor behind it, constellation, and all the ships in the background. It's really kind of nice. Oh, here's another tall person. I wonder if that has anything to do with the tall ships. I'm thinking not. Okay, so this cinnamon place, they have another one down the other end. So they're covering territory. Look, there's Ben Franklin. Yeah, man, look at that. It's Ben Franklin. We are so historic. Oh, yeah, here's a tall person. Here's another tall person. A very patriotic tall person. Look at that. How cool. Okay. Now we've got a couple ships down here, and you can get a better view of the constellation too. The other ships we have, I mentioned we have four ships. Oh, here's another stage. We have four ships. The constellation is, I would say, the oldest. Then we have a World War II submarine. Actually, the last submarine to sink a Japanese vessel, a Japanese warship. Here are some stores here at this pavilion. This is the Pratt Street Pavilion, the first one. That we saw is the Light Street Pavilion. Here's Constellation. I'm telling you, those cameras are going to go, I mean, cannons are going to go off. What time is it? Time soon. 2 more minutes. Watch. 2 more minutes, that thing's going to go off. Yes, indeed. So, yeah, so we have this, the Constellation. We have the submarine, the Torsk. We have a light ship, which is a ship that is usually assigned to a lighthouse. It kind of stays out to keep other vehicles from getting too close or, you know, what have you, particularly in bad weather and stuff like that. Oop, here are some cute little hats for sale. Little booth there. See, as you can see, a lot of these stores are closed. They're empty, dark, nobody home. Here's another ship. Oh, look at this. This is pretty. So we also have a Coast Guard ship from the 1940s. As a matter of fact, we have the sole surviving ship from Pearl Harbor. Okay, that's our other claim to fame, Pearl Harbor ship. Look at this, isn't this beautiful? Look at that. It's a gorgeous ship. What is it from? Colombia? Maybe Colombia. I don't know my flags, so I'm not sure where the ships are from. They don't really say. Okay, so over here we have the little Chessie thingies. Okay, so look, Chesapeake Bay, which is what this harbor is off of. The harbor is actually the Patapsco River, which flows into the Chesapeake Bay, which flows into the Atlantic Ocean. So you have that body of water. So Chesapeake Bay has a sea serpent. Okay, there's a sea serpent that lives in the Chesapeake Bay. Many folks have claimed to see her. Okay, and her name is Chessie, as in Chesapeake. And these are all her little Chessies. So you can experience the sea dragon of Baltimore. Okay, looking across the water is that submarine I was talking about. That is the Torsk, the last sub that sunk the last Japanese destroyer. Look at that. Now, coming up here is our World Trade Center. Let me come over here out of the sun so you can see it better. Look at the pretty flowers. Look at this. Oh, look. These flowers are so pretty. Oh, that breeze feels nice too. Okay, so you were looking at the World Trade Center. Okay. It is 27 stories tall. Look at that. Okay. So at the top is an observation deck that is 360 or 380. What is it, around the whole thing? um, and you can see like every part of Baltimore from up there. It's really, the view is really spectacular. I mean, it's a gorgeous harbor anyway, right? Right now you're looking at Federal Hill, that hillway over there. That's where it all started here in Baltimore, actually. That's where um, Captain John Smith, Pocahontas's other half there, was an explorer, and he was cruising up the coast after he founded Jamestown in Virginia, and he was cruising up the Atlantic coast and found the opening for the Chesapeake Bay and followed it, and it led him to this natural harbor that you see before you. And that huge hill at the time was a mountain of clay. It was red clay, ginormous, so much so that it led John Smith to, take back the news that this was a perfect harbor. And so it was. It was called John Smith Hill for the longest time. Now it's called Federal Hill. So it's had seen a lot of history up there, from the War of 1812 and the bombardment of Fort McHenry to the Civil War and the riots in the city when the Union troops came to occupy it. Something else very impressive here is our 9/11 memorials. We're approaching the first of 3 that are part of the World Trade Center. What you're looking at is a piece of twisted steel, one of the steel girders from the World Trade Center Tower in New York. Let me back off here and give you a view of it. Ooh, the wind's picking up. It is. Okay, cannon. The cannon should have gone off already. I hope they didn't change that tradition. That was always fun. See how scared I get when I know it's coming even. Okay, this is on a marble slab. A lot of traffic going through here. It's on a marble slab that has the timeline of the events that occurred on September 11th. Okay, so for instance, it starts off right here. Okay, 8:45 a.m. The Northern Tower strike. The North Tower was struck, and there's a mark there. Okay, then it goes 9:03 South Tower Strike, and so forth. Okay, the timeline continues. Pentagon, tower falls, plane crashes in Pennsylvania, the other tower falls, Pentagon wall falls, all of that. Okay, now you see the monument, the marble wall here, and you see its close proximity to the tower, to our tower, the World Trade Center. This timeline and this um, exhibit memorial was engineered and positioned here specifically so that on 9/11, on September 11th, when the sun rises behind the tower, it marks the lines at the precise time. It counts down like a sundial. Awesome, right? Now over here we have pieces of the limestone from the Pentagon. When the Pentagon was struck, an entire piece, a whole wall came down. And so these are our relics here that stay in Baltimore. They're from the Pentagon. So you have several sites, several places where things occurred on that day. You had the towers coming down, the strikes in New York, the strikes in the Pentagon, right? And then you had the plane that crashed in that field in Pennsylvania when the occupants of the plane, the passengers, took the plane from the terrorists and crashed it. This is their memorial, a blank granite, beautiful but empty. But that's the memorial for Flight 93. Now, just a quick read here. It explains it and backs up what I just said, really. But I'll read it to you real quick anyway. So, not verbatim, but steel from New York World Trade Center and the limestone from the Pentagon remind us what happened that day. The polished black granite reflects the heroism of the passengers and crew of Flight 93. Each September 11th, the shadow of Baltimore's World Trade Center aligns with marks engraved in the stone, denoting the timeline of that morning's events. Let us remember the value of freedom and the resilience of the human spirit. Oh, okay. I have a treat for you. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got to get there. We got to get here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's something amazing happening. And I got to figure out how I'm going to catch it because these dudes go fast. There they are. Oh my goodness. Okay. You've heard of the Blue Angels, right? Just watch and listen. There they go over Federal Hill. And there's one over there. Holy cow. Okay. They're behind the aquarium.
But I could be wrong.
Look at the arc they made. Isn't that cool?
I don't think it was the Blue Angels. Because they are that beautiful blue and yellow.
There they go.
But that one shot.
Yeah, you got Fleet Week and then there's the air show. I think the air show is actually tomorrow, so that could have been practice. Is it tomorrow?
Yeah, today's practice.
Yeah. I hope they come back. Meanwhile, the red ship that you are looking at is the Chesapeake, and that is a light ship, meaning that it was assigned to a lighthouse. If you look at the first mast there, it's got a lighthouse type light on top of it. So it's just like on a foggy night, or they would like have the light lit to help guide ships. The lighthouse we have here also, you can't see it, it's on the other side of the aquarium. But the ship that it protected for 30 odd years is here as well. So there's the harbor looking quite pristine here today. Looking really pretty. All the ships and all the activity, all the red, white, and blue, right? Pretty cool. Well, I was hoping that they would come back, but up there they are. Yay. Oh, what a, ooh. Okay, they're coming. They're over Federal Hill. Here they go. Oh, look. What are they? Oh, red, white, and blue smoke, or red and blue smoke, red and white smoke. Look at that. Cool. Look. Wow. I wonder if the planes are decorated red, white, and blue for the holiday too.
Which is like,
Okay, they're going behind the buildings. Okay, they got to come back.
that's military.
We'll be ready. Make sure they don't sneak back this way. Come behind.
I think it's
How cool.
go up.
All right, where are they? What goes up must come down, right? What goes in must come out. Where'd they go? Columbus kind of hear him. Oh, where's he going? Probably to rescue a boat. That boat. Are they stuck? I don't know. A lot of people here. There's going to be even more tomorrow. Today was opening day. This runs through Monday, I believe. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 day. The big flyover from the Blue Angels is, oh, there's the smoke. Oh, there they go. Look at that. There's red, white, and blue smoke over Federal Hill again. Look, and there's one. There's a solo. What is he doing? All by himself. He's going straight up. Holy guacamole. Look at that. Oh, my. Oh, lost him. Holy cow. Still up there. I still see him. Wow. That is cool. I'm going to be down here tomorrow too. Maybe I'll see the Blue Angels. I am going to be about a block away from here, up the street there, at Baltimore's first annual Baltimore Brunch Fest. I don't know what it is, but my kids are going, so we're all going too. It's going to be a family thing. The Blue Angels are phenomenal. I saw them, the actual Blue Angels. I saw them recently where they are based in Pensacola, Florida. I was just going about my business in Pensacola and looked up, and there they were. Here they come again, coming over Federal Hill. They're behind the trees on Federal Hill. You can't see them. They're going to come out on the other side in a second, though, I think. Here they are. You can barely see them. They're like little dots, even for me. Oh, look, you can see them pretty good there. There's 4 of them. Oh, there goes the smoke. Oh, the sun hit them. Did you see that? They like glinted for a minute there. That was cool. Well, there you have a little preview of tomorrow's big air show. Oh, here comes 3 more over Federal Hill. They like Federal Hill. Actually, they're not flying over Federal Hill. they're probably flying out over Baltimore Peninsula, which is kind of closer to Fort McHenry, maybe.
Probably. And it's open, it sticks out a little bit. But I love it.
I might have to take a ride by Baltimore Peninsula. All right, coolness. All right, so there you have it, folks.
Yeah, there were a few that turned out.
Now, keep in mind, this is just one part of the activities going on here today. Throughout the city waterfront, we've got a pretty large waterfront, should I say? Pretty large.
Yep.
Okay. Oops. Just bear with me a minute here. Trying to find a button. There we go. Okay.
Right.
One more thing to show you. The World Trade Center, all the flags from all the different countries that are hanging in the World Trade Center. All the countries that we do trade with. Pretty impressive, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me find a spot here. Hey guys. Good, how's yours? Good. Okay. All right, let me find myself a spot out of the crowd here. And I'm going to turn the camera back around so I can bid you a proper farewell. There we go. Okay. All right, here I am on path. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this. It was kind of fun. I enjoyed it. I like Baltimore. It's a fun city. The harbor is a fun place to be. It's beautiful, scenic, clean. People are friendly, right? What more could you ask for? Boy, those boats are packed with people. Alrighty, well, I'm going to say goodbye now. My next tour is next week, Tuesday, I think, Fort McHenry. Fort McHenry is a national park. It's historic. It's where the Star Spangled Banner was written during the Battle of Baltimore. So it's a nice historic event and a beautiful location with outstanding views of the bay and the river. So be sure to join me. And then my next one is 4th of July. We'll be down here in the Inner Harbor, of course. We will be watching the fireworks from the Baltimore Museum of Industry. They're right on the waterfront. So that will be fun as well. After that, this Chesapeake Bay lady, is taking a break because she is moving to a new bay. That's right. I'm going to be the Pensacola Bay lady, starting in the next few weeks. Yes, I'm leaving my home here in Baltimore and retiring to the warmer climate of Pensacola, Florida. Pensacola Beach is outstanding, and we will be learning about it together, I promise you, as soon as I get settled. So, alrighty. Thank you, Sarah. Hey, Sarah, how are you doing? Neil, hello. I can see my messages now because I'm sitting here in the shade. Yes, Blue Angels are Navy. Yes, they are. Look at that. Cool. All right, guys. Baking hot, that's for sure. Hey, Fran. Oh, look at this. Everybody's on there. I wish I had what I'm looking at my screen for the comments is that big. Okay, it's just a little, and I got to scroll, and I have to be able to see. And anyway, all right. Well, I am heading down the road now, so I'm going to say bye, and I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for coming along.